Hello everybody, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm Roto, and we have a ton of stuff that we need to get done in this video, so let's get right into it. I have a few things that I got done off camera, and one of those is this staircase here. It's just another entrance into the house, which is nice to have if I need to get into it quickly, or if I need to go into the roof, or not the roof, but the second floor, which is where the enchanting table is going to be. I also did a couple other things off camera. I have this new storage room down here, because the upstairs 3 chests was not enough. So now we have this storage room down here. It's not massive or anything, but it's definitely enough to last for a while. And a lot of these do not even have any label on them yet, which means they are empty. Let's go back upstairs. And if we go outside into the front area here, I've also made a couple custom trees. I just built them up with some fences and log blocks, and then also these ones that have log textures on all the sides. And I think it looks pretty nice. I have one that's birch and one that's oak. And the final thing that I did off camera was I got this sheep farm done. So now we'll be able to breed those, and eventually I could possibly make an automatic shearing farm so that I could get lots of wool. That might be interesting. Anyways, the first thing that we're going to need to be doing in this video is getting the new enchantment setup finished and ready to go, which is going to be right in here. So let's get right to doing that. From the mining trip that we did in the last episode, we have enough diamonds to make plenty of tools to enchant, and also at least 2 to make our enchanting setup. So I'll grab the 2 diamonds from there, and I don't know exactly how many obsidian it is. I'm just going to take a couple. And we also need to make a book. So that'll be leather and some sugarcane. And there it is, enchanting table. I think I have enough leather and sugarcane here that I'll be able to make the entire array of bookshelves so that we get level 30 enchantments. So I'm going to craft up a bunch of those as well. We need 15 bookshelves in total, so I need 8 more. There we go. Okay, we have our 15 bookshelves and we have our enchantment table. So let's go set that up upstairs. I'm just going to grab the enchantment table and we're going to place it directly in the center of the room. And now we can just grab the bookshelves and just stack them around in any way we want. Oh, we don't want that one there. Oh no, I'm gonna have to remake it. That's fine. All right, so we'll just put a couple in here kind of randomly. And I'll go grab one more and it'll be finished. All right, there we go. Now it is actually finished. So now let's see what we can get on my diamond pickaxe. What is the level 30 enchant? Silk touch. That is perfect. All right, I don't know what else it'll give me with that. Hopefully it gives us efficiency or something like that. But I am definitely going to take that. I have 37 XP levels right now. So I should be able to do maybe 2 good enchantments before I run out of levels. And I'm actually going to grab a bit more wood so that I can make one small chest there. And that way I can keep some books and some lapis lazuli up here. All right, let's see what we get. Diamond pickaxe and just silk touch. All right, that's unfortunate, but we're going to be able to enchant some books as well and put it onto there. What do we get on iron? Efficiency 4, of course. Very nice. I'll make one more diamond pickaxe because it would be nice to get a fortune one. Okay, there's our diamond pickaxe and our 4 books. Let's go back up and we're going to see if we can get fortune, because that'll allow us to go mining and get way more value out of it, because we can get multiple diamonds instead of just one. What do we get on this pickaxe? Efficiency 4. That's good, but I would really like to get fortune. That's unbreaking. It's actually not too bad. I think that's a good idea. We'll grab the unbreaking 3 book. Oh, and it got fortune 3 on it. That is extremely lucky. All right, that's incredible. Now we can put this right onto the diamond pickaxe, this one here. We're not able to put this book onto this diamond pickaxe with silk touch on it because silk touch and fortune do opposites. They are not compatible whatsoever. But this is really lucky. Fortune 3 and Unbreaking 3. We're not going to be using the Looting 3 on this one because that's for swords. But that's really, really good that we got that. All right, let's see what we get now. Fortune 2. So we're not going to be using that. Anything good on here? Silk Touch, nothing really too exciting. I think it would be nice if we get maybe a diamond axe with efficiency on it. That would be really useful. So maybe we'll see if we can get a good diamond axe. We'll go see what we get for enchantments. I have 31 levels right now, so I'm able to do one more level 30 enchant before I run out. Smite 4. Smite 4 is decent, and it does guarantee that I'm not going to get Bane of Arthropods. I'm going to put the book in and see what that gets as well, because maybe I can cycle through. Fortune 3 book. I think I'm just going to try the Smite 4 and hope that we get efficiency on it. Just Smite 4. All right. We've now got a Silk Touch and a Fortune 3 pickaxe, so that is really, really good to have. All right, we're going to grab the pickaxe and we're going to put on this. This is Fortune. Yep, looks good. And we're going to call this Lucky, because we're going to get way more diamonds with it. There we go. All right, that's going to help us out a lot. And now we are set as far as enchanting goes for the moment. I don't really feel the need to do anything else than iron armor right now. It's not really necessary until we find more diamonds, so I'd say this is good to go. The next thing that we need to do is go over to the village that's about 200 blocks from here, just in that direction there, and we need to basically kidnap a couple of villagers, and then we're going to make a trading hall, because I cannot live without mending books. So we're probably going to sleep first, and then we're going to head over there. I have 2 boats in my inventory, and we're going to kidnap a couple of villagers so that we can make a trading hall. Here's the village. We're just going to take any 2 villagers that aren't nitwits, basically. It doesn't really matter which job they have at the moment, because as soon as we break the workstation, they're going to lose it anyway. And we'll be able to give them a new workstation and make them whichever job we want. So I'm just going to go out here and just find a couple. Doesn't really make a difference which ones. Probably this guy here. Probably take him. We'll just have to sit him in a boat. No, don't go inside. Working with villagers is quite the hassle. It is not usually a fun thing to do. Very, very difficult. We're going to take away his workstation. What does he do now? Is he going to lose his job yet? I need him to leave. Stop standing in the corner. I need you to get out. Go up here. Come on. So we're going to place him in a boat. And now he belongs to me. So we're going to go find another one. Let's take this guy. This guy seems pretty cool. Where do you work? All right. You are going to go this way. Yeah, there we go. All right. You're going in a boat as well. You know what? Maybe we'll drive the boat over and get them both in the same one. Come on. Just get right in. Oh, wait. Then I won't be able to drive it. You get in that one. Hey, you get in that one. There we go. Okay. Now I can drive them both over to where I want them. We're going to be putting them over on the coast over there. No, I don't want you. Okay, we're not going to worry about him right now. We're just going to take this guy. Made it back to the coast with the first villager, this is where I want him to be. For some reason, he thinks he's a farmer, which is not true at all. We're just going to light this area up. And then I'm just going to surround it with cobblestone so he doesn't get killed by mobs and stuff like that. I think that'll be good. Let's go get the other one. As you can see here, I've managed to get both villagers in here, and I placed down the beds and the workstations. And I'm pretty sure this is a completely new and separate village from the one that's over there. As long as it's around 80 to 100 blocks away from any other village, it'll be fine. And from here to there is around 150 to 200. So that's pretty safe as far as distance goes. And now I'll be able to start breeding them. Before I do anything more with the villagers, there's one thing that I have to do that'll make working with them way easier. And that thing is going into the nether, which is why I've got 30 obsidian on me. I'm not going to be using all of it for this one portal, but I'm going to be putting a portal into the side of this mountain here. This is going to be the main portal that I use to go into the nether, but I'm also going to need to set up portals by the villager breeder that I'm building, and also near where I want to bring the villagers to, which I think is going to be on that mountain over there. It's far enough away from this that the villagers won't connect. And it's also close enough to my house that it's not going to take forever if I want to go over there. So let's get to building this portal. I'm just going to dig out kind of a cave-like shape. Nothing too deep or anything, but just so that it's not out in the open. Hopefully we don't spawn in some terrifying nether biome where there is a ton of ghasts. I honestly have not really played survival since they updated the nether, so this is going to be the first time. Let's do it. Alright, it looks like we're in a relatively safe area. There is ghasts, but at least I'm not in a soul sand valley. That would be very, very bad. So it's good to see that we're not in anywhere completely terrible. I think I'm going to go back into the overworld, and then what we're going to have to do is take the coordinates of the place where I have the villagers, divide it by 8, and then go to those coordinates in the nether. I set up a portal right near the villagers. This is where I'm going to be transporting the villagers into. And for those who don't know, 1 block in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld. So to get from here all the way to that mountain will only take maybe 30 blocks in the nether, which is much faster and easier to do instead of trying to build a giant bridge across the ocean. So if you need to get the coordinates for the portal, you just grab the coordinates of your overworld portal and divide them by 8. And then if you need to make a new portal in the nether, then you just put that portal on those new coordinates that you got from dividing it. The nether portal going to my base is now in the exact perfect location. And this one here, which I've just built up, goes to the exact location of the villager breeder. So when I jump out of that portal, it should take me directly to it. Let's see if it works. And here we are. So now that we've got this linked up, I'm going to get over there and find the coordinates for that. And we're going to make one more portal and then we'll be good to go. I managed to get these villagers through the nether all the way from over there to over here. In the nether, it was only a 30 block distance or so. And you can see the house just over there. There's the nether portal that I use to go from my house into the nether. But now, since we have the villagers here, we're able to start setting up the villager breeder, which is going to allow us to make tons of different things with villagers. I'm going to be using the villager breeder design done by Silent Whisperer. It's not a super fancy villager breeder or anything. It's not automatic. You do need to feed the villagers yourself, but that's fine. I don't really need anything crazy complicated. I just need something that is functional and that'll work for the time being. So I'm going to build that up, and then we'll be able to start breeding villagers. I've built up the villager breeder now, and it is completely finished. I did a lot of it with glass, and there was a few blocks that are there, but in general, it's a really cheap thing to build. And all I need to do to get them to breed is get up there. I'll probably just use a bunch of these, just pillar up to it. And then we can just give them food and they will start breeding. All of the babies will go into that bottom area there. And then when they grow up, they will be tall enough to get shot up by the water stream and go into this chamber there. And then from there, we can take them from a minecart and I will just bring them directly into the nether. It'll be great. I'll probably breed a few of them just to make sure it actually works. I will need to put more beds down, so I'll have to make a bunch of those. But as soon as we know that it at least works, I'm just going to start setting up the actual trading hall over in that area there. And that way we'll have a place to keep them once we bring them through the nether. Just going to pillar up here and feed these guys some carrots. You could just drop the carrots right to them and they will start to pick them up. I think as soon as I place these beds, they should start to breed. I'm just going to place them along here. I have a few lined up and hopefully they will start to breed. As soon as they recognize that there's beds there, we should get villagers. I might have to try raising the beds up so that they can actually recognize that they're there. There we go. I lifted the beds up and they recognize that they're there. So now we should be able to see. Just wait for it. There we go. And he is standing at the bottom, not able to do anything. And then as soon as he grows up, he will be tall enough that he gets pushed over into this column. Oh, we're gonna get another one. We'll probably get another like 6. What I'm gonna do now that they're down there is I think if I put these beds down at the bottom, I think that these guys will link to it and bring the village down. So I'll be able to bring all the beds down there. I think I should be able to slowly drag the village down. And that way I can just place beds on the bottom and not have to worry about any up top. I was just gathering some stone so I can make stone bricks for the trading hall. And while I was gathering it, I found way more diamonds. It was only a vein of 4, but I used my fortune pickaxe, and just off of 4, we managed to get 11 out of it. So I now have 17 diamonds left, which is enough to make easily a sword, an axe, a shovel, and probably something for armor as well. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is I have a bunch of things in my inventory for building the trading hall. I'm going to be using dark oak logs and birch wood for the main structure of it. And then I'm going to be using stone bricks for the floor. We only need 1 bed for the trading hall because only 1 villager needs to be linked to a bed for the village to be created. And none of the other villagers need to be linked to a bed. As long as they're next to their workstations, they don't need to sleep to be able to refresh their trades. So I don't need to have any more than just 1 bed, which is really nice because it doesn't allow any iron golems to spawn. So if I accidentally hit one of them or something like that, I won't have an iron golem chasing me. The only other thing that I still need to craft is a bunch of lecterns because I'm going to be using them to get librarians. Those are the trades that will have mending books and fortune books and silk touch and protection, all that kind of stuff, all the useful stuff. The basic design that I'm going to use is I'm having dark oak just 1 block apart, and these are going to act as kind of pillars, just separating the villagers from each other. And then I'll have birch on here like this, just at the back. This is pretty tileable. I can make it as long as I really want to, but I'm not going to be making it extremely huge or complicated. Just need it. Probably this would be good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 villagers on that side. So I'll do it again 3 blocks apart on this side. And the villagers are going to be sitting in each one of these little slots here, as you've probably guessed. I might put a roof over the top of this. I'm not really sure. I know for sure that the villagers are going to be covered because I don't want them to get hit by lightning strikes and get turned into witches. That would not be good. But I don't know whether I want to make this into like an actual finished build with like a full roof and like trying to make it look nice. I might, because I do like to have the stuff on my world look pretty nice, but I'm not 100% final on it yet. I'm going to bring these pillars up to here and then add a cross section between each one. And then I'm going to craft a bunch of fences, dark oak fences, because that is what we will put in between each of the little areas here. And there we go, fences. So we'll just put these in between. I crafted way more than I actually need, but that's fine. Maybe I can use some for detailing on the outside later. Now we can just fill in the back with a bunch of birch planks and do the same on this side, and then it will be pretty close to being finished as far as the actual inside of it goes, where the villagers go. So now I'm gonna have to actually go through and grab the villagers from the the villager breeder. I'm gonna have to grab the villagers from the villager breeder, bring them through the nether over to here, and then just kind of shove them into each slot. And then I'll place down a bed and we'll go from there. A couple of the villagers are grown up now, and to get them out, I'm just gonna grab these minecart rails and 1 minecart so that I can grab them one at a time. And I'm just gonna route this over this way. Doesn't really matter because I'm not going to use it for actually bringing them through the nether. And then I'll just place this minecart down and it'll only pick up 1 of them, which is what I want. If I were to place a boat there, it would pick them up, but it would pick up both. And then I cannot drive the boat, which is not ideal. So now I can place the boat down when I break this minecart, and he should go right into it. So I'm just going to bring a few through and just get it set up, and then I will be able to start locking in a few trades. I've got the first villager here, and I think what I'm gonna do actually is lock in his trade before I actually start putting all of the villagers in there. I think it's probably a better idea to lock in the trade first before I actually put them in, because once they're in there, I'll have to place water in as well, and that'll be really annoying to deal with because it'll push them out when I'm trying to break and replace the workstation. So I'm gonna be placing this down, seeing what he gets, and then breaking it multiple times in a row, because eventually he should end up with hopefully a mending trade. That is what we want. If oh, sharpness 5, that's very expensive though. That's a steep price, so I'm not going to be taking that. But you see the idea. Basically, I'm just going to keep repeating this process until I get a mending trade, and then we will put them in the little area here and lock them in there, and it'll be good to go. I don't know if I'm going to fill up the whole thing in this one video, but we'll try our best. So let's see what happens. There we go. I've been doing this for probably 10 minutes now, and we have got a sharpness 5 trade for 31 emeralds, whereas before it was, I believe, 47. So we are saving a ton of emeralds with this trade. All that I need to do to lock it in is trade with him even once, and that is enough to lock in his trade completely. He is never going to lose it now. And he also has Impaling 3. I think that is Tridents that use that, so that'll be useful as well, possibly. But yeah, now we've got a Sharpness 5 guy, and I'm just going to grab his workstation. Doesn't matter if I break it now, he's not going to lose his trades, he will just get mad at me. And we are going to break the boat and push him into this little area here. Now that he's in here, I can place this and then add water. He should link to this. Yeah, there we go. Now I can just add water here. Now he will not unlink from the bed or the workstation. I don't know why the water does that. It is just a weird mechanic that Bedrock Edition has, and I will gladly take advantage of it. Next, I'm definitely going to try to get a Mending, but I'm definitely happy with Sharpness 5 as well. That's pretty sweet that we have that. I guess we just keep repeating that. I've been breaking and replacing workstations for the last probably hour-ish, probably more, honestly. And I finally have gotten a Mending Villager. I am really excited about this. This is great because now I can put Mending on literally everything. It's going to be amazing. And only 12 emeralds. This isn't the best that you can get. I'm 100% sure you can get it for 10. But I've been waiting for a stupid amount of time already, and there's no way that I'm going to keep going until I get 10, because the chance of it happening is almost 0. I've also got a few other ones. I've got Unbreaking 3 for 16. I've got Silk Touch for 6, which is pretty good. The best you can get on there is 5, I believe. And then Sharpness 5 for 31. And Looting 3 for 23. There we go. I've filled in all of these spaces now. I'll just need to add a slab to this one area here, the very last one, and this fills out the entire thing. I've actually got a second Mending Villager. I'm not sure where he is. That's the Efficiency 5. There's a Mending, and this one is for 10, so I was right. You can get Mending for 10. This is pretty sweet. But I am perfectly happy to have 2 Mending Villagers here anyway, because it means that I can get them twice as fast. So I'm not complaining that I have one for 12. As well as the 2 Mending Villagers, I also ended up with 2 Efficiency 5 Villagers, but this one is far elite to the other one. This one is 30 emeralds, sorry, for an Efficiency 5 book, and it's also got Unbreaking 3 for 16, which matches my other Unbreaking 3 guy. Whereas this one over here, who has Efficiency 5, is selling it for the absurd price of 56 emeralds. I don't even understand. I took it because I didn't think I would end up seeing Efficiency 5 again. But luckily enough, I did end up with it. So these are the final trades that I ended up with. However, I am going to be making this a lot bigger. These fences here are just a small thing that I added onto it so that it does not get destroyed by zombies and overrun, and all the villagers do not die. I also just lit up a small area around it, but that's not really important. What I do plan to do is get these fences removed and then just bring this kind of design all in like a circle area. I think it's going to look really cool, but I'm not going to be able to do that in this video. So that's going to be something that we do in the next video. And I think the other thing that we'll have to do in the next one is that we'll have to start buying all of these enchanted books and putting it onto diamond tools. Might have to go mining as well, because I do have a lot of diamonds, but not too many. So I don't think we'll be able to do a full diamond armor set yet. Anyways, I think this is probably where I'm going to have to end the video. If you enjoyed, then leave a like and comment if you want to, because it really helps me to grow my channel. I post every Friday, so if you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.